I don't know where he's going. Come on, Squishy. Calm down, bud. Back off. Get away from me. Hello, Tommy's Reptiles here. What is the coolest pet in the entire world? Can I prove that this pet is cooler than all the other pets? Well, yes I can. In this video, we will take a look at the world's coolest pet. And since this is a reptile channel, that pet happens to be a lizard. If you think you could name a cooler pet than this, please leave it down in the comments, but I have a good feeling that there's gonna be no comments on this video. All right, the coolest pet in the entire world is the Frilled Dragon. This is Squishy, my young adult male Frilled Dragon. In America, we call them Frilled Dragons, but where they're from in Australia, they're called frilled neck lizards. Now let's go outside and take a look at why Frilled Dragons are the coolest pet in the entire world. I brought my Frilled Dragons outside in my atrium to get some sun, but it started raining, so let's see how they're doing. Watch out, Squishy. I just brought my 3 adults out here because I think the small ones are small enough to get through the fence, but I'll try to get them to eat out here. This is my oldest Frilled Dragon, Moth. He's a good boy. You want some? Nope. What about you? Well, it looks like none of them want to eat because they're a little stressed out because I'm in here, but I'll show you them eating in a second. Now I'll show you the difference of having a Frilled Dragon in its enclosure where it feels comfortable versus outside where it doesn't feel comfortable. In the enclosure, I could just reach in and give her a little chin scratch, and then you'll see exactly what she acts like when she's outside. But first, let's give her something to eat. Here, you want a little snack? Here you go. There you go. Good girl. In here, she's nice, calm, cool, and collected. Outside, she's a little firecracker. But this is one of the main reasons that they're so cool, because they'll just eat right out of your hand. They're not afraid of you. They're awesome. All right, let's show everybody what you act like when you're outside. I'm not gonna keep her outside for very long because I don't want her to be stressed out, but I gotta show you guys the difference. Right when she gets out of her enclosure, she gets very upset. Most of my Frilled Dragons only act this way when I bring them outside because they're not used to it, they don't know what's happening, and they think they might get attacked by a bird, and then they don't really know what I am. But look at that frill. Amazing. Such an amazing lizard. Absolutely beautiful. It just rained, so let's put her down on the table and I'll show you how she acts. I don't think I could pet her if I wanted to. Put my hand right here. Maybe I could pet her a little bit, but she's in defensive mode. She's saying, get away from me, look at this frill. You better be scared of me. You better run, because I'm big, bad, and I'll charge you. Many times it's just a bluff, but you'll see. She'll jump right at the camera. She doesn't like the camera, but I'm just showing you guys what these lizards are all about. Look at that. She follows the camera around, she'll jump right at it. She's saying, back off. Get away from me. She's fierce and she's awesome. One of the main reasons I love these lizards is because of their frill. Everyone's like, oh, it's just like the dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Wrong. Jurassic Park made up that frill on that dinosaur. A Dilophosaurus actually didn't have a frill. They added one to make it look cooler. All right, I think she's stressed enough. I'm actually gonna put her in this enclosure real quick so she can get a little sunlight because the sun's finally coming out, as you can see. And she'll get some nice natural sunlight. All right, come on, girl, I'm gonna put you in the enclosure. It's okay, I'm done. You don't need to stress anymore. So for this outdoor enclosure, I have a lot of climbing options, especially these vertical branches. In the wild, they love climbing on vertical branches, and that's where they spend most of their time. Well, apparently not her, but you'll see she'll climb up there in a little bit. I'm gonna leave her alone, let her calm down, because I don't want her to overstress. Let's take a look at one of my other Frilled Dragons. Let me show you the size difference between a full-grown Frilled Dragon and a baby. So that's a little baby. And then this is a full-grown adult male Frilled Dragon. He's almost 3 feet. And as you can see, she's probably like, I don't know, maybe 7 inches. There's a good size comparison. Another reason I like Frilled Dragons is because they get a good enough size where they're not a tiny little lizard, but they're not too big that you can't handle. It's absolutely awesome to raise a little baby Frilled Dragon like this to a full-grown dragon like this. If you get a Frilled Dragon, I recommend you start off with a baby so you can get it used to handling, because this baby is obviously not used to it yet. But in a few months of handling her a little bit more each day, she'll get used to it and she won't be as stressed. And like I said before, one of the main reasons that Frilled Dragons are one of the coolest pet lizards is because they're the perfect size. They're not too big and they're not too small. All right, guys, I came back a little while later and she's finally climbed a little bit. But look at that amazing camouflage she has on her skin. Looks just like the branch. She doesn't like me being around her outside, but it's so beneficial, her being out here getting some natural sunlight. In the wild, this is how they spend most of their time, up in a vertical tree, hugging it and blending in perfectly. Chances are a bird flying overhead is not gonna see that. All right, let's give Squishy something to eat. Come on, Squishy. Calm down, bud. That's a full Frill right there. He's fired up. He's outside. He's getting all that heat. Come here, buddy. Come on, buddy. There you go. He hasn't had a mouse in like 2 months. It's a nice protein boost. That's another reason why Frilled Dragons are so awesome. They're good eaters. Look, you can see he was a little stressed out and he's still eating. Good boy, Squishy. This is not a meal that you should feed every day, not every week, but maybe every month or two. It's a nice boost of protein, and it's actually really good for them, and in the wild, they actually eat small rodents. And after he eats this, he probably won't have to eat for another few days. And then I'll go back to giving him insects. Good boy, Squishy. But yeah, another reason is they're awesome to watch eat. It's so cool to feed them things like frozen thawed mice, have them chase certain insects like big crickets, dubia roaches. They love hornworms. Now he's just trying to swallow the tail. Come on, buddy. Swallow that tail like spaghetti. Come on, slurp up that spaghetti, buddy. Where are you going, bud? You gotta finish your meal. I don't know where he's going. Can't let you get away, buddy. You gotta swallow that mouse. I'm gonna leave you alone, but you gotta swallow it, all right, bud? And you can't go under the grill. I'm gonna give him a couple minutes to relax, swallow that mouse, and then I'm gonna bring him back inside. It's okay, Squishy. Just finish your meal and you can go back inside. No problem. Give it a good swallow, buddy. When he feels safe in his enclosure, he knows it's me, and he's used to me feeding him, but when he's outside, he doesn't know what I am or who I am. He thinks I'm just a bird. I'll try to calm him down. He's used to me scratching under his chin. Good boy, Squishy. Finish that mouse? Good boy. All right, I'll bring you back inside, no problem. You can relax the rest of the day. Tell all the people on YouTube thank you. All right, buddy, let's go in your enclosure. Give you a break. You can digest, unwind, and relax.
Follow me if you want to live.
And of course, one of the other reasons Frilled Dragons are the coolest and best pet lizard is because they're bipedal, which means they could run on their back 2 legs. This guy usually runs pretty quick. There he goes. Then he frills up, says, "Get away from me." But since I know him pretty well, he's used to me petting him under his chin. I know he won't bite. He'll calm down. He's like, "Oh, I know this guy." See ya, buddy. Of course, I think Frilled Dragons are the coolest pet in the world, but you might have a different opinion, and if you do, please leave it down in the comments. I'm curious to see what you think is the coolest. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and got a closer insight into the world of Frilled Dragons. Thank you for watching Tommy's Reptiles.
I'll be back.